Okay, welcome everyone to the relaunch event. Um, we're excited to have you with us unveiling our new and improved league, which is the Virtual Formula Series. We will be dividing tonight's event into two parts. Firstly, there will be the info briefing, where basically we'll explain all the changes that's been made. And then after that, we will have the F2 Mini Championship Open Lobby. So I firstly want to get started. Let's talk about the brand redesign that we have undertaken. Um, we've decided to change our entire brand identity. And the reason we've decided to do this was to ensure that it's more recognizable. Um, so yeah, we've also decided that we're going to go for a sleek and simplistic look to our logo. So we've decided to use the abbreviation or the logo type VFS and incorporate that into the logo. Um, and yeah, obviously we all have beloved memories of the yellow color, the GRL yellow. However, we've decided to rather opt for a dark but still neutral purple. And this accentuates not only the white, but it also blends well with the black. So that's just a bit more about the logo redesign and the brand redesign we've undertaken um, in terms of the Virtual Formula Series. Um, Alongside the rebrand, we have decided to completely revise the management structure. Um, we've used our experience from GRL and we researched effective management systems, and we've decided to follow the following structure. So, firstly, we have myself as league manager. Now, the league manager coordinates all the departments, meaning it coordinates the community manager, the social manager, the racing manager, and the FIA manager. And really, it coordinates all the affairs and aspects of the league, um, and basically ensure that there is a daily functioning of of the league, um, to ensure that we can effectively run VFS. Uh, as you can see, we have Torrin as the community manager, Louis as the social manager, Connor as the racing manager, and Owen as the FIA manager. Underneath the community department and underneath Torrin, there are moderators and developers. For the social department, we have the social team. For the racing department, we have the racing assistants, and for the FIA, we have the stewards. We'll now hand over to Torrin to explain a bit more about what he as community manager does.
Hello everyone. So basically, as community manager, I oversee the practical and administrative. I can't even speak. Henry, help me out here.
Administrative.
Yeah, that word. Aspects of the Discord server. I coordinate a team of developers and moderators who assist me in the upkeep of the server. I'm also in charge of the internal marketing and just the general league experience for everyone.
And now over to Louis to explain what he as social manager does.
Hi. As social manager, I run art. Oh shit. Sorry, I started talking and forgot I was muted on Discord. Hi. As social manager, I run our talented team of social media creators, from TikTok creators to graphic designer. I ensure that the marketing effort of this league is up to standard.
Connor isn't able to make it to tonight's event, but as racing manager, Connor administers all the racing affairs and the aspects that the league entails. He does a various array of tasks from assigning licenses to drivers who want to sign up. He also sometimes chooses the calendars for the seasons, and then he also does the race posts from now on. And he also, instead of the driving standards review committee, he will now be, alongside his racing assistants, investigate drivers for poor driving standards. And as I said, he coordinates a team of racing assistants. And now over to Owen to explain what he does as FIA manager.
Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. Anyway, I as FIA manager ensure that the VFS rules and regulations are enforced, and I work in conjunction with the community manager in terms of moderation. And for racing rules, I'm in charge of a team of stewards who investigate and penalise rules violations. And now back over to Hemra.
Thank you, Owen. So we have really changed the way we approach support staff and the assistance we receive from members. Our management structure, as we outlined, entails both upper management, which is the the managers, which is league manager, racing manager, community manager, social manager, and FIA manager. But then the support staff is also part of management, and they form the daily tasks. They do the daily tasks and ensure that everything is running smoothly. We have given them more tasks to ensure that they are involved in the running of the league and the functioning of the league. So firstly, we have moderators, and moderators enforce the Discord rules, and they also ensure sometimes that the server is squeaky clean. Then we also have developers, and the developers help the community manager with the running of the Discord server, creating roles, creating channels, creating categories, etc. Then we have our social team members. Our social team members create, manage, and post marketing content. They are basically the backbone of the league because they ensure that we reach new audiences and ensure that we have an inflow of members. Then lastly, we have our racing manager, a racing assistant, and our racing assistants basically assist the racing manager to sign up drivers, to assist with transfers, and also helps with the issuing of licenses. If any of you would like to apply as a social team member or a racing assistant, you can do so by opening tickets under the sign up category. Currently, we are not, the applications for moderator and developer is closed, seeing as we have a lot of moderators and developers already in our team. Then we move on to the tiers. So Tier 1 is our most prestigious tier within the league. Firstly, Tier 1 has a cash prize if you win the Drivers' Championship. It has close competition, and it has plenty of action. Tier 1 is made up of a 10-round championship, which races on Fridays at 6 p.m. UK time. And as you can see there, we are moving from using predetermined weather to using dynamic weather. This is going to ensure that there is a level of unpredictability to the races that we haven't seen before. This is one of the big changes we've made. We have also done away with pre-qualifying completely. No drivers will be pre-qualifying anymore. This is because we have better control over the license assignments. So the function of pre-qualifying is redundant due to the fact that we have really good control over the license assignments. And then, as we have previously announced, we are also stopping the usage of traction control. This was a planned event in the former namesake of the league. However, it has come to fruition now under the Virtual Formula series. Louis will now explain a bit more on Tier 2. Now over to Torrin to talk a bit more about the realistic tier. Over to Torrin to talk about the realistic tier. Torrin will not be talking about the realistic tier, I will be. So we've decided to venture into a new direction, and we've decided to open a realistic tier, which uses realistic performance settings. This will give us some more drama and intrigue, and the seats will be of the utmost value to all drivers. Wins and podiums will also be much more special, as it will take a lot of work to fend off other drivers. Team principals can either sign their current Tier 1 or Tier 2 drivers, or they can sign full-time realistic tier drivers. That choice is completely up to them. The realistic tier will be racing on Thursdays, again at 6 p.m. UK time, and we will allow medium traction control usage, and the race distance will only be 25%. The realistic tier is really a test. We're still gonna see how it pans out when the racing starts, but we are looking forward to it. We feel that it is going to be a really fun aspect of the league, because under realistic performance, if you are in a Alpine and you take the win, we all know that you absolutely deserve that, and it was because of absolute driver talent. If and that's going to create the intrigue that we are looking for in terms of realistic driving. And that brings us to the end of the first part of our relaunch event. We'll be taking some questions now, and after that, we'll be taking a break to get everyone ready for the mini championship event. So yeah, does anyone have any questions they would like to ask? Anyone? No questions. Perfect. So we're going to take a quick break then, get the lobbies set up for the F2 mini championship event, and then we'll get going. Louis, I don't know if you want to end the stream just for now until we get the lobby up.